Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading. My name is Shay, and here on the Sunshyne channel we like to do tarot videos and soul care videos to help us navigate this thing we call life and shine a little light. Today's video is going to be your June 2020 reading, so I'm going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. Honestly, I think that quarantine might be getting to you a little bit, and I also think that the recent riots and things of that nature may be getting to you a little bit too. If it is, I hope you're okay. But moving forward, there is a little gleam of hope that's coming up. So there's some type of fight, struggle, dispute, issue that is coming to an end in June for you. This may be something that is personal. This could be something that's going on in the world, but something is coming to an end, and it's starting to see the resolutions, and you're starting to see heal and renew yourself. And there's a lot of healing in your reading as well. So you have to heal from whatever this is, whether it was a blow up, a breakup, an actual fight, something of that nature, argument with somebody. But I feel like you may have to recover in June, and in a positive way. I don't sense that this is bad. I think it's just kind of re-going over your options and the things that have happened to you. And this is actually for your highest good, especially with the 10 of air. This card in reverse talks about, renewal, like a phoenix from the ashes after a hard fight against evil. That's literally what it says. So I feel like you're going to actually come out better than ever after this. So if you manage to keep a positive of faith, and just make sure you're not arrogantly or rudely expressing yourself to the people that matter most, anyone you may obviously that's in your family or anybody that you work with. Make sure you're being careful to keep up with what you tell them that you'll do, or keep up with, I don't want to say just your promises, but the things that you know you're supposed to do as a family member, or as a work person, or as a friend, or whatever the case may be. Those kind of contracts we make with other people, make sure you're keeping up with that, because I know after you've been through something, it's easy to be hard. It's easy to kind of create a shell around yourself and not let anyone into that shell. But just make sure you're being careful about that. But there's going to be a lot of renewal. Imbalance came up in your reading a lot for your main cards. So I don't know if you guys are just not feeling it, and you guys are feeling imbalance after or before this whole situation. But there's some sort of imbalance that you're going to have to correct in June 2020, because that ain't working out. That's not working for you energetically. Maybe you guys will be kind of going through a spiritual cleansing. I did see a lot of again, healing in your reading. So maybe you guys are becoming more spiritual, and you guys are really looking into your spirituality and how you can better progress in life. Maybe you guys took on too much in the previous months, and I mean, this could be with work, this could be just in general. Maybe you guys are starting to feel boxed in. I see that with the 8 of Swords as well, and you're not really going about a situation the right way. That popped up a lot. Again, just recover, healing. I know I keep saying that, but it's so prominent in your message that I just want to reiterate. Let yourself heal. Okay, and then we have the Star in reverse as well. What really sticks out with me is the surrendering to difficulties. Don't allow yourself to kind of sink into negativity, sink into the abyss. Don't allow yourself to feel boxed in, okay? Not in June 2020, okay? So then we're going to move forward. There's some positivity here. This is the first card that came out, is the 3 of Water. And that's where I think that you're actually going to end up having a really good month emotionally. Victory, good fortune, possibilities of favoring triumph, success, and prosperity. They talk about success here too. Things end as they started. The effect comes from a positive cause that will bring us pleasure and emotional stability. You're going to be emotionally stable. You're going to have hope. You're going to allow yourself to heal. You're going to have a good time with the Son of Wands. You see the little clown there? You're going to have a good time. You're going to get better throughout the month. I think it's just going to take a little more time to allow yourself to kind of be okay with it. I don't know what you all are going through, but something's coming to an end, and you're going with it. Make sure that you are allowing your creativity to fly as well. That's another emotional, intuitive thing with Cancers and any other water sign. You guys have a specific intuitive connection that the other signs can have, but don't have as strongly as you. So make sure that you are taking the time out to be creative and kind of releasing any kind of energy that may not be positive. Or I would say, if anything, make sure you're using that energy to create. Okay, so let's move on to your advice cards for the month of May. Quiet retreat. Baby, let's move on to your advice cards for the month of June. It is June. Okay, here we go. So we got quiet retreat, And obviously that speaks to this kind of resting and needing to get away. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your thoughts and feelings from your inner world. I don't know, I just feel like, and I don't know if it's because of how recently it happened, but I just feel like you guys are really, really affected by the recent riots for some reason. I don't know if you all are involved or if you all were out there, but I just feel the need to say that, like, something is really toiling at you that is taking so much energy in June. But maybe not, it just could be the energy. But quiet retreat is definitely going to be a big one. Make sure you're disconnecting, make sure you are creating quiet time, have the courage to accept and ask for help, and ask for your needs to be met. That came out twice, so that means you all need some help with something. And maybe that's where this don't reject your family and, you know, work requirements. Maybe you guys are struggling at work or with family members and you're having a hard time like saying like, hey, I need help, or, you know, kind of letting people be a family member to you or be a friend to you or anything like that. I feel like you may be struggling in that department of allowing connection, which would make sense of why there's so much emotion here. But allow yourself to ask for help, and don't forget to always ask the divine for help. I'm gonna say that till the wheels fall off. Make sure you ask for help from the divine, because I'm telling you, that's where you're gonna find a lot of answers, and that's where a lot of things are gonna make sense that probably wouldn't have made sense before, which is where this lack of faith probably is coming from too. And they're probably calling for you to connect, meditate, even because I don't even want to always just leave it to meditation. I feel like sometimes it's beneficial to even just sit in peace and quiet retreat, like just literally listening to the earth, listening to the things that come to your mind and what your mind does when you're quiet, or when you're outside, like what kind of creative sparks you have, things of that nature. Like, make sure you are really getting in tune with yourself and detox your friendships. Now, if you are having some type of fight, yeah, it might be time for them to go. Discern. But when I seen this card come out for you, I feel like you need to really, really, really surround yourself with supportive people. It's less about cutting people off and more about creating an environment of people who support you and who understand you, and allowing people, again, to come in and love you back. So I think, again, less about cutting people off and more about creating communities that matter around you. You know what I mean? But that's all I'm seeing for you, Cancer. Your reading was really cut and dry. I'm so sorry. I know I tried to, because I was getting so many similar messages for you all. I tried to like get a message that was more than just that, but that's all that kept coming out. Like, it was literally repetitive. So I was like, somebody needs to hear it, so I'm gonna do it. All right, but that's all I'm seeing for you. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.